Hello and welcome to Telling Tinder Tales, live from the Edinburgh Fringe. And I'm here, it's Chris O'Neill. We do stories about dating and relationships. And I am going to introduce my co-host, Thomasin.
I'm here too. Hi, it's Thomasin Lockwood. We are very excited to be here at Edinburgh Fringe, although I won't be here for that much longer.
I know.
So if you come to the live show, you will meet Chris, but he will have a guest co-host every day.
I'm sure they'll be perfectly adequate.
Well, that's all right. So carrying on my legacy, basically. So that's great.
Excellent, very good. So who have we got today, Thomas?
Well, we have Philip. Hi, Philip.
Hello. I am Philip Simon. I'm a stand-up comedian, writer, actor. At this Fringe, a children's entertainer as well.
Oh, excellent. Very good.
Writes a theme tune, sings a theme tune.
Yeah. Gets sung at as well. One kid yesterday's show just sang the entirety of Let It Go, because the kids come up on stage to tell jokes in the show. She came up, 4 years old, put the microphone right to her mouth and sang the entirety of Let It Go. Then later told me she wanted to sing another song and came up and sung exactly the same song.
No.
She did that 3 times in its entirety.
Are children wonderful?
And then her sister came up and sang Part of Your World from Little Mermaid.
I thought you were going to say Let It Go.
No, at that point, I'd vetoed Let It Go. We had done one version as a karaoke where I put it on my iPad and we just did it as a karaoke version.
It was like, let's go again.
Yeah, she was really quite into it. And there was a dance, there was everything. But it is a joke show where children come up to tell jokes. I did have to keep reminding them that that's kind of the purpose.
It wasn't.
But also,
I think the joke's on you then.
It's quite fun just to let authority be lost and just let them do their thing, really.
Okay, so do you want to tell us your story, please, Philip?
Well, I've got loads of dating stories. As a Jewish man growing up in a very small Jewish community you might have heard of called London, North London to be specific, you reach that point where you get into the dating age and you want to put yourself out there to meet someone, but you already know everyone that's available because you've grown up with them and everyone knows everyone. And I had some quite awkward encounters on the dating scene. I went speed dating, Jewish speed dating, and I walked in the room and I knew everybody there.
Oh, my God.
Because obviously speed dating, we know it's bad enough you pay £25 to be dumped by 30 women in one go. But it's, you're talking to these women, you want to try and get to know them, but they're only interested in finding out how your grandma's doing because they haven't seen her for ages. So that was quite awkward, quite weird. Yeah, you're sat there on a speed date, effectively with someone you've already had a bath with, which is very, very bizarre. But
backward step, one might
very much so. Yeah, it's like, we're going to slow things down from when we were 2.5.
Oh my God.
It's tricky. My grandmother passed away actually just after that event, so they were quite accurate in their concern. But it meant she never got to meet my partner, never kind of saw how happy I could actually be. And it was big for her, like the whole thing about meeting a partner, family was big and everything else. And after she died, my parents put an announcement in the paper. I'm going to read it to you. Daphne Benjamin passed away peacefully in her sleep. She was surrounded by her 2 daughters and 7 grandchildren, including Philip, 33, average build, good sense of humour, likes travelling, reading and long walks in the country. Obviously that didn't happen, but that is the kind of thing that could have happened. The pressure that is on to meet someone. I went on a date once where halfway through the date, the person I was having dinner with said that she wasn't looking for anything right now. And we hear that line all the time in dating, but I knew she was lying because we had met on a dating website. So it's like, statistically, you are definitely looking for something right now. You just decided, I'm not that one. I can probably take the feedback, maybe in a WhatsApp, rather than over dinner. Like, do we split the bill at this point? How does that work? But that was something that struck me about internet dating, because I did quite a bit of it back in the day. And the Jewish dating websites, there was JDate, I think there was JSwipe for a while. But JDate was they'd send you recommendations about people you might be good for, people you had stuff in common with. And you get these emails from them saying, we think this person's perfect for you. And I'd be like, oh, God, I've known her for ages. Our parents are still really good friends. We used to live quite close. She's my sister. So I genuinely was matched with my sister at one point on a dating site. Now, obviously, it didn't go beyond the first couple of dates. It gets really awkward when you're like, who's the daddy? No, we didn't date. But I think I was scarred by the Jewish dating sites as a result because, as I said, it's just people you know. I think I messaged someone once when, I've not seen you for many years. Nice to see we're both such losers that we've ended up on this site. And she deleted her profile. I never heard from her again. So, yeah, fortunately, that is all behind me now because I've met someone and we met in the real world.
There you go.
Good. Okay.
So you met in the real world. Can you be a bit more specific?
We met at a party. It was a Purim party. You dress up. And the theme of the party was the letter P for Purim. And I saw someone across the room who was dressed as a pink lady from Greece. And I was dressed as a pregnant woman. And she
really looking to pull that night.
Yeah. To be honest, I was so indifferent to the idea of pulling that night. I think that's what worked in my favour.
Yeah.
I did not want to go to this party. My friends had dragged me along. We did actually know each other, or our family had a connection before, so our grandparents knew each other, and again, sadly, they didn't get to kind of see how it all developed, but that was quite nice that there was this connection quite early on.
Can I just say, when you said she was dressed as a pink lady, I assumed she was dressed as an apple.
I see.
I have one other question. When your sister and you matched on, which is a bit weird, when your sister and you matched on dating site, did you know she was on the dating?
I have to be clear, we didn't match on the dating site. She was recommended as someone I might want to match with.
He didn't like it.
Yeah, I hadn't liked... And this was pre-swiping. That's how long ago this was. It wasn't even an app. It was a website. Mm-hmm. You just, I guess, clicked a heart symbol. That had not happened. I had not gone, well, I'll give it a shot. I mean, we got enough in common. Yeah, we hadn't actually matched. I think that's important to clarify.
Yeah.
Good. If only to avoid criminal proceedings.
Yes, exactly.
Did you actually know she was on the website, though?
No, I didn't. And I didn't mention it to her either because I figured at that stage it wasn't something you spoke about so publicly anyway, internet dating. So I thought, well, I probably don't want her knowing I'm on the site, even though I may have been suggested as a match.
Have you ever talked? Have you ever talked about it?
Well, I've mentioned it on stage before, so yes, she is aware, but she tries not to. It rarely comes up.
Well, there you go.
That's an interesting insight, to say the least. Yeah. Okay.
Well, Philip, thank you for those stories.
It's all right.
We'd love to hear more about your comedy.
I have a comedy club called the Bournemouth Comedy Club, and our next show is Saturday, 27th of September, with Tom Ward headlining, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I also co-host a podcast called You Talking to Me with Rachel Krieger, where we talk to Jewish entertainers, writers, comedians, actors, various people. So you can look out for that wherever you get your podcasts.
Excellent, thank you.
Thank you very much
for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're having a great time at Edinburgh Fringe, so do come say hi. And I think that's it. Thank you, Philip, again for your story.
Thank you, Philip. And goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Telling Tinder Tales is hosted and produced by me, Chris O'Neill, and Thomasin Lockwood. Produced and edited by Lucy Regan, with music by Kinkas Moreira. It's a Jesters Comedy Dublin production and is no way affiliated with or endorsed by Tinder. If you have a story to tell, please get in touch. Details are in the show notes. And if you like us, instead of swiping right, follow us on Instagram and or TikTok at Telling Tinder Tales.